this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shot. Of the 30.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He steps out.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd and 9, Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw is Darnold. A screen to Bell. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Down back at the 29-yard line.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going up top for Herndon downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Drake. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Drake, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 41.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Cardinals.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Jenkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Third down. Third and long.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. Snap comes to Murray at 1. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
58, 58, Mike. You ready? Check 43. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Young lady. Check 4. Check 8. 15. Kill. Check.
The give is to Bell. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. by Bell. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, Jets nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Man, Eddie. Slunge. No. Man, Eddie. Shit. Watch the eye. No.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
A first down throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Baker on the tackle.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.
Darnold's pass.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Darnold on 3rd down. Herndon's got it complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
Murray's pass.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Darnold from the gun. Got a man, it's Mims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
7-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Exit. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. I got you.
Darnold to throw again. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. He can't hang. Lady, give me. Check 3.
Again, Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Kirk. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw again, Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Get the ball. And 58 is the mic. Look, lady, let's make these babies cry.
They'll go again with Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
On the carry.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let me know right now, you better bring. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Faking the give, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 58's the Mike.
Here's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Devon Kennard able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
57's the Mike. Watch the 2.
Murray again. This is Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Right back to Drake. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's the end of the
Back now here on EA Sports.
31.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
57.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense was his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On the pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Catch there by Jamison Crowder, 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot, one of the niftier receivers in the league.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold, that's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
At the New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
Bound to lose one. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Yo, 80. Yo, 80. Got four down. Four down. Switch. Tight dog.
A give to Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watch the pass. He get.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going up top for Herndon downfield. And he's got some space here.
I like it.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Check 26. Alert 3.
Today's final score.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cardinals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grind